Hi everyone, I want to do a video of the question that everybody asked, how do I do better at tasks? How can I put out more damage? And I'm going to show you everything that you could possibly do to help with damage. And I think I'll start with the mounts. Um, so a lot of times I like using my green Rhino Beetle because it has the bonus damage in Sanctums, so just in Odin, and also has my Hunter Temper with 7% more with a bow, and also resistance. It's not the best, but it works pretty well. I also have this one that I can swap out for this one, so when I'm using my Illusionist, I can use this one because of combat staff damage and also bonus damage to the monsters in there. The mounts help a lot with that, but also the main thing is your person on yourself. So this is the Instant Dragon set. And the reason why for the Instant Dragon like this is because the Instigator helmet is 20% more damage to monsters. And then the Instigator boots is 10% to damage to monsters. So you're already at 30% there, more damage. And then 10% more damage right there. And plus 10 health points for the dragon chest. And then the pants, 10 more percent. So you're looking at 30, 40, 50%. So you automatically, with this setup, is 50% more damage, which is quite a bit. So, um, we need to get everybody in the clan at least a set of this. And also, the reason why I push tasks so much is so you guys could possibly get a chance to get this dragging equipment from the clan chest, the leader chest. And then, second of all, is your elixirs. So if you're a bowman, a shooter, then you'd use this one, which will add 10% more damage and also 5 points of armor for an hour. These are always important. Never forget your elixir because that 10% might just be the key. And then for your mage, and then if you're better with melee damage, then of course your melee damage of 10% more. Plus, it gives you 10% move speed with the warrior elixir, which is always nice. Um, and then, of course, legendary weapons are always better. My favorite is the Thor staff. Um, it just hits smoother and everything. It's got a good attack, but the best one for illusionist, if you're resetting like the giant for illusionist, is this one with 51 damage and a DPS of 63.8. This one's only 63.3, so it's a little bit, but it's still pretty packs a punch. But this one's definitely better. And it's better to use your legendary ones as well, but just do whatever is comfortable with you that can put out the best points and the most damage. Um, this one's nice too to have a dragon combat staff if you have the illusionist or anything that requires or fire mage or whatever you need to do. I just run illusionist because it's stronger and also because I can reset the giant for us. But this one has a cooldown increase of 15%. So that your countdown, you can do your specials quicker, do your doubles, and for the giant it works perfectly. I've made a video about that resetting the giant. As you can tell, this one usually doesn't hit as hard, but it can reset faster, which probably could help you in the long run. I always carry speed potions just for just cause I like to move around quicker in case I need to. um, Weakening darts, you don't have to have the speed potions if you want to. I just like to have them just in case. Speed or weakening darts weaken the enemy up to 20%. So they're 20% more vulnerable, so you can, but they're very hard to come by and very expensive to make. And so if you don't have those, then that's fine. But always try to keep Berserker Potion too. Berserker Potion might not help as much for if you're running like Thrasher or running a melee damage character, because you take on more damage and you become vulnerable for 15%, but you do put out 20 more damage. So I wouldn't really use Berserker if I'm running a Thrasher or something or taking the hit. But with that, instead use Armor Potion. That way you got 40 more points of armor for that time as you're hitting, and then by the time that runs out, and you hopefully you have already damaged enough that you can get away and reset him, that you're not taking on as much damage. But then, since you're not using Berserker, usually you shouldn't use Berserker as much when you're running a melee damaged character, but you can if you want to, but I really wouldn't. Just use Armor Potion so it's not hurting you as much, not killing your armor. And then use soup. Try to get soup and try to make soup. You get mushrooms, make mushroom soup. Get as much as you can of this because it adds 10% more damage, which can be in the long run. But the duration is 2 minutes, so it lasts a pretty long time. And if you're running a melee class, I think the ideal would be use an Armor Potion and use in the mushroom soup. It'll help you a lot. But always don't forget your elixirs. And that's believe is the best way possible to get more damage. And then, of course, always getting your classes all the way up to level 4. And that's about it. That wraps it all up. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps.